What is up, ADG traders? This is Munya and welcome back again to my trading channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys a trading strategy that can make you $100 every single day while it's trading. I'm also going to be showing you guys the results that I got while it's using this strategy and how you can also apply it so that you can get similar results or even better. So we're going to break down all the trades that I took using this strategy, and I'm going to explain to you guys how exactly I was taking these trades. And if you guys enjoy these type of videos, please make sure you click the like button and subscribe, turn on notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I post a video. Remember, I said after 10 videos, I'll be picking people from the comment section that have been consistently following these videos and these lessons, and I'll be adding them for free in our VIP Signals group. So if you want to be part of them, please make sure you click the like button, subscribe, comment something interesting in the comment section, and let's trade together. So right now we're going to head over straight to our charts, and I'm going to break down each and every single trade that I have taken so that you can see how you can make $100 every single day. So this was the first trade that we took using the strategy. As you can see, we took a beautiful sell trade on Boom 500 and we managed to catch all these pips. And I'm going to explain to you guys the strategy, how it helped us pick up this simple trade. Okay, so we're going to break down all the trades that we took using this strategy, and you guys will be able to see how exactly it was going. Now I'm going to also show you the trade setup before we actually took the profits so that you can see how the market looked like and what we were seeing when we exactly entered into the market. This is going to help you understand what to look for when you are trading as well. Okay, so I'm going to put the screenshot right here and also the trade results that we got. Remember, I sent this trade in our VIP Signals group, so we also had results from the VIP members as well. So I'm going to be showing you all that in this video, so stay up until the end so that you can really understand these trades. I'm also going to be sharing all these trades in our free Telegram channel. The link will be in the description box below, and you can check exactly the trades we took and the profits that we got from these trades. So check the link in the description box below. Okay, so I've cleared up my chart and we're going to see how we came up with this trade. But for you to understand how the trade came out, you need to understand the lesson that I taught in my previous video. If you have not seen that video, please make sure you check that video out when we are done with this one. In that video, I was explaining a simple concept of support and resistance, and I was saying you can easily know the market direction or turning points when it reaches particular levels. So for you to be able to do that, you need to be able to identify support and resistance levels so that you can see turning points and reversal points in the market. And we also defined support and resistance. So let's just redefine support level. We said whenever you see price pushing down from the top and it reaches a point, and at that point it fails to go any lower and it turns up and goes up, that point, which is right here, becomes your support level, right? So that's basically support. It is a point below where price fails to go any lower. So whenever you see a point where price fails to go any lower, the point automatically becomes a support. Okay, and if you want to know a resistance, you see price coming from the bottom and it will reach a price point above and fails to go above that point, and that point automatically becomes a resistance zone. So once you are able to identify these zones, trading with this strategy becomes easy because this strategy helps you identify turning points and reversal points from the market. Okay, so let's look at the trade itself that we took. Okay, remember we said we were looking at crash 500, and there was something that happened in the market. As you can see from what the setup looked like, we were only able to see that price was pushing down and down and down and down and down and down and down until it reached this point, and at this point it turned. So this point became a support zone, right? Because price turned and started to push all the way up. Okay, and when it got to this level, it also turned. So basically this became our resistance zone, right? From what we have been discussing about, that automatically becomes a resistance zone. So what do we know about resistance zone? We know that price will always then fail to break that resistance, and we can capitalize on such entries. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's clear up the charts a little bit and dive deeper into the strategy. So let me show you the resistance that we identified. This is the resistance, right? We said right here at this point we are at resistance. We all agree, right? That's that's a point where price failed to go any higher, and we said we call that a resistance. And once price reached this, started to push down and down and down, came back up a little, went back down again, and price then came back to this zone. Now at this zone, we can do an analysis. We can predict what the market is going to do. Either it's going to break out of this resistance zone and push all the way up, or it's going to follow the resistance zone and fall back out. So what I was looking for here was a reversal candlestick pattern or a confirmation from any trading principle that I know. But I know candlestick patterns, so I was looking at how these candles were forming and informing me on how I can take the next trade. So I could see that there was a strong bullish candlestick. This one came in, tapped on my resistance zone, and closed below my resistance zone. So already I could see that price failed to break this resistance zone, because if it was breaking, it would have just simply shot up and it would have simply broke this resistance, making it invalid. But price failed to break that resistance zone, and I'd also wait for another confirmation. That is, I want to see bearish presence in the market. And how do I see the bearish presence? I see candlesticks. The first one here came in, but it was not good enough for me to enter. Why? Because it didn't even close below the previous bullish candlestick. So it means we still had a lot of bulls in the market, right? But then the second one, the subsequent candle came in, closed below, showing a strong bearish momentum. So right here is where we ended into our trade. As you can see, that's where we gave our analysis for a sell trade, and we actually managed to enter into this trade because we had seen this reversal pattern right here on our very important resistance zone, and that's how we entered into the sell trade and made that profit. Let me show you some of the profits that we made from this trade. Okay, so after this trade, we went on to look for another trading opportunity, and we got the same setup again on Boom 1000. So let's go to Boom 1000 and see what we got right there. Okay, so on Boom 1000 we got the same setup right here. I'm going to explain it to you guys just now so that you can see what we are talking about. So with this strategy, remember, you have to understand support and resistance, and you have to have a confirming strategy or confluence or other things that can confirm your trade. Okay, so clearly we see the market pushing down, went back up, pushed down, went back up, pushed down, came back up. But before it came back up, we had identified something. So some of you guys might not really understand. So all these areas are areas of resistance. So this was the latest resistance area, as you can see on our setup before the trade, and we actually predicted that this has now become a resistance zone. And like I said, we extend this resistance zone all the way, and whenever price taps into this resistance zone, we look for the reversal patterns that show us we're about to respect this resistance zone. So let's see if we got any on that one. So after we realized that this is a resistance zone, we knew that if price then comes back into this zone, we are going to sell. So price pushed down, came back up, didn't reach our zone, went back down again, then did come back into our zone, tapped into our zone, all right, and formed a dodgy candlestick. So already we had an idea that there might be a reversal, since the dodgy candlestick is usually associated with reversals. But nonetheless, we cannot assume. We have to be sure of our trade before entering it. And so we had to wait for a bearish confirmation, and we saw the next bearish candlestick, and that's where we entered into our sell trade, because our sell momentum had been confirmed with this reversal pattern from the candlestick formation. Okay, so that's how we ended into the trade again on boom 1000. And the last trade that I took, again using the same concept, was on crash 500. So let's get back to crash 500 real quick and see what we were being given by the market. So now remember, we had this resistance zone, right? Let me really make it so clear. We had this resistance zone, right? And we had identified, and we all agree that this is now a resistance. It was respected once, twice here. We actually took this trade. So we were still waiting for price to tap again into that resistance zone and enter a trade. And that's exactly what price did. Okay, let me show you this trade. I'm going to show you how it looked like before we actually entered, and I'm also going to show you guys after. Okay, so we realized we took profit at this point. Remember, we took our first profit on this trade was right around this zone, I think, and we had to wait for price to give us another setup, and indeed price did give us another setup. We saw this move, price pushed up, came back down, so we could see that we now have a trend line going on somewhere there, because once you have 2 points you can draw a line, right? So we could draw this line based on this first point and second point, and price pushed up. Good part is it tapped into our resistance zone, so we just had to look for a reversal or a confluence for us to enter into a sell trade. And indeed we found a reversal trading pattern. You can see that there was a bullish candlestick followed by a bearish one and another bullish one. Price was now consolidating in this zone in a lower time frame, and a strong bearish candlestick going below these two candlesticks, showing that there is a strong bearish presence. It was also followed by another dodgy candlestick, which is another sign for a reversal pattern again. And we just had to wait for price to cross and go below this dodgy, which was the previous bearish candlestick. And when price did that, we immediately entered into our sell trade, because we had a confluence from the candlesticks themselves. And these are the results that we got from that trade. It was a beautiful sell trade, and we also used another confluence that we knew that we have got something called an A, B, C pattern in trend lines, which means that if we have point A here and point B, we predict that the market moves like this. So it was going to bounce in point B here, and we saw that from point B we went to our resistance, and at this resistance now we're predicting that price is going to bounce and come back right here to point C, and indeed price did the same thing. So we had another confluence from the ABC pattern. So we were waiting for this gap for price to come and fill this gap to confirm the ABC pattern. So you guys can see how we managed to take trades based on this very simple strategy. I hope you guys can practice it and see how you can make $100 each and every single day. Like I said, I'll be posting these setups in our free Telegram channel, so make sure that you follow the link in the description box below, and you'll be able to join for free and see these setups and results for free. You'll also be able to find my WhatsApp number from that free Telegram channel. And remember, I promised you guys that for those that are going to be liking and commenting for the next 10 videos, you are going to be added in our VIP signals group for free. So I'm going to be picking the most popular comments from the comment section, people that are commenting regularly in the comment section and following this journey, and I'm going to add them in our VIP signals group for free, and they can be able to experience these beautiful trades with me. So if you want to be part of that, make sure that you like this video, you are a subscriber, and you comment something interesting from the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Let's create a community. And until next time.